channel, my name's Angela and this is Devon Thread Tales. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to be going through my 1 week Me Made June. However, it's not actually quite June. Today is Sunday the 30th of May and this weekend is a bank holiday weekend in the UK. So tomorrow my husband's off work, I'm off work, the children are off, and actually it's half-term week this week coming for the children, so they're not going to be at school. My middle daughter's actually finished school completely because she's finished her A-level, so she's doing a bit of a whoop whoop at the moment. My other daughter will still be going back to school after the half term. But I just thought, do you know what, if I record this in the week that I would normally record it, I'm going to be at work, and this week I'm going to have more time off. I am going to be going to work a little bit, so I'll try and share with you my me-mades that I'm wearing to work. But I thought we're going to be going out and doing some really nice things. It'd be nicer to share those things with you than it will be just sort of going, well, I'm off to work again today. So I hope that's okay, and I hope you understand why I'm doing that. So as I say, today is Sunday, and I don't have any me-mades on at the moment, but I will be later because I'm going to be getting changed. But we are off to the beach. It is sunny. I feel like every time I do one of my 1 week me-made, I'm always saying it's so cold, it's so cold. But the sun has actually come out to play, and I'm so excited. So we're off to the beach in a little bit. We're packing up a picnic. We're going to go paddleboarding and do all that kind of thing. We're not going to be there all day. We're going to be there for several hours, but then we're going to come home, get changed, and we're going to go over to my parents for an evening meal. So yeah, it's a really good day today. So I will come back and I'll share little bits of my day with you today. I'll see you later. Bye. Okay, the girls have challenged John and I to go out on a paddleboard, so we're going to have a little go. I think Anna's going to try and video us for me. Right, so update, they're still
We think
out
you're
there.
stuck.
We think they're definitely stuck.
You're going back and forth, but we can't tell whether that's for fun
Not
or
being
just
funny, but they should just go to the rocks because then they can just climb over the rocks.
and then they'll be closer to the coast.
We don't know what to do. Don't know where to do.
We will. Oh, Dad's fallen
Right,
off.
Dad's fallen off.
Right, get back on quickly,
Oh
please.
my gosh, this is freaking me out.
You are actually freaking us out.
Yeah,
we
you
are
are.
not going out
I'm
in
not-
this wind again,
No.
unless we actually know what we're doing. If you can hear us
So-
right now, quick strokes, Ellen
Right.
says.
Oh, Mum
Lots
is
of quick
going.
strokes.
Mum is going.
Right, as
across
long
the
as
rocks.
Mum gets
Come on.
back in.
I want Dad
we
there.
want at least
actually,
one of them
so
back. There are lots of other boats
honestly,
about.
oh, it looks like they're coming back now. You definitely got stuck. There's no denying it.
Yeah, I think.
Well done. You're gonna fall off.
Hiya, so it's still Sunday and we're back and we're alive, we're absolutely fine. I know the girls were slightly dramatic in the little bit of video footage that they recorded when they took my phone, but I thought it was important just to say we are really respectful normally of the sea, and it was just a little bit of a slip up. We didn't realise quite how windy it was, and we were taken out very quickly, very unexpectedly, so it was quite difficult to get back, but we did, and it was all fine. It just was a lot of hard work sort of doing this, and took us a lot longer than what we were expecting, and our arms have had a very decent workout today. Anyway, we're all fine. So we've got back and we're going to my mum's for dinner tonight, and I have got changed and I've gone through my summer bits and pieces and tried to decide on something that I was going to wear. So I haven't actually got any of my summer clothes out yet, so they're all sort of stored under my bed, so I've had to sort of go through and had a little look, and I came across this jumpsuit that I made last year, which I've got a little bit of I love it because of some particular reasons, but I'm not so keen on it for other reasons, and I'll explain why. So I made the Porto Jumpsuit from the Summer Dreaming ebook that Sew Over It launched. I think it was last year. If it wasn't, it was the year before. Oh, yes, of course, we've kind of lost a year, haven't we? So it might have been the year before. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, I made this jumpsuit out of this fabric, which was quite inexpensive. I bought it from a shop called Trago Mills, which just sells lots and lots of things in bulk, and so it was very, very inexpensive. But I decided I wanted to really take my time with this and get the technique and all of the finishings on it really, really nicely done, and use this as a practice. And I'm so pleased, and this is the reason why I love it. I'm so pleased with it because I really felt like I took my time. I went very slowly, very thoughtfully, and I'm really, really pleased with the finish on it. It has a shirt top half with a proper collar and button placket. It has these pleated pockets on the front, which obviously are optional, and it has these turn-ups on the sleeves with these buttons. I can't remember what this is called. I want to say a lapel, but I'm not sure that that's right. And then it's attached to the trousers via some elastic, so it's got an elasticated waist, and then also it has the option of putting these ties through the waist, and it has inseam pockets like this. So this is a viscose fabric, so it's really, really lightweight. The trousers come down sort of fairly narrow, but obviously not really tight. So it's just very lightweight, very loose. It feels really, really comfortable, and I think it's quite smart, except, well, the style of it's quite smart, except for, like I say, I'm just not 100% sure on the actual fabric matched with this. And I'm wondering whether something plain would look better with it, or, yeah, not quite sure. But when I posted it on my Instagram, lots of people did say they thought it was pyjamas when I put the pictures up, first of all. So it'd be really interesting to know what you think. Do you think it looks like pyjamas, or do you think I can wear it out? Don't know. I'm still a little bit on the fence with it, and I haven't worn it. I know some people said I could split it and then I could just wear this as a top and these as trousers, and then that would make it look quite different. But yeah, it's a shame because it's so comfortable, and it feels really, really nice. And like I say, I'm really pleased with how I've actually sewn it. So it's a bit of a shame really that I feel like that. But I thought, you know what? I'm gonna give it a little bit of a run tonight and see what it feels like and see how I feel in it. The telltale will be when I turn up to my parents' house, and my dad will probably say, "Oh, you look lovely, my lover," or he'll go, "Oh, got your pajamas on." So we'll have to see what his response is, and then that might be the telltale sign. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you there because, like I say, we're off to go and have a meal with my parents, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye. Hiya, so it's Monday today, and it's Bank Holiday Monday, and as a family we've decided we're going to go out and have a little shopping spree. So obviously this is something that we've not been able to do for a long time. I really enjoy doing this. I never ever buy clothes, but I quite like going and trying stuff on and kind of going, oh wow, yeah, I might have a pattern that suits that style and I quite like it, or oh, I've got a pattern that looks like that, and trying it on and going, oh no, that's horrible, I won't be making that. But my girls want to go and do a little bit of shopping. My husband really could do with a pair of new shoes for work, so we just thought, you know what, let's go and do it. Let's go and enjoy it. So we're going to go to a neighbouring town. We're not going to go to our city centre. We're going to go to Exeter, and we're going to have a little bimble around. We're not going to go mad, but we'll have a little bit of lunch, which will be really nice. And yeah, just a little bit of time together doing some fun things, I suppose. So today I've got on my Simplicity 1355. I'm pretty sure that's the number. If it's wrong, I'll put it in the on the screen here, but I'll put all of the details of everything I wear this week in the description below anyway. This is a dress that I made. I think I made it last year, and I made it out of this viscose fabric that I got from Material Girl Laura. It is an incredibly simple dress. It has a halter sort of neckline with this sort of keyhole section here. It all gathers together and you do it up, so this actually is loose, and you sort of pull it together to however you want it, so you know this can come apart or come together. And then the back section is all sort of sewn in solidly, so it doesn't move at all. I really, really like it. I think it's a really lovely style. It comes down into a gather around the waist with, oh, I haven't done that up properly now, have I? Oh well, do it in a minute. It comes down into a gather around the waist. I'll just move my camera so you can see it properly. Sorry, I'm always fiddling around with my camera. So yeah, it comes into a elasticated waist around here, and I've just got some very soft elastic in. I've got inseam pockets. It's then a very, very straight skirt, and I've got mine coming right down to my ankles, and it's got a split up the front and a split up the back. I have seen other people make this. I'm pretty sure, I think it was Kath from Kath Crafts that has made this, but with cutting it off where the slit comes, so it's actually just a short skirt, and I think, oh, that's quite a nice idea. But the pattern also comes with little shorts or trousers and a different style top as well, and I really fancy giving all of those styles a go, and I'm so pleased with this. I think I got this fabric from Material Girl Laura, and I'm not really into florals and things, but I just really fell in love with this fabric. Isn't it beautiful? Look at all the colours in it. It's just so pretty. So I thought this would be a really nice dress to wear to swoosh around in town today with my girls. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you there, and I'll see you later. Bye. Hiya, so we are back from our little shopping spree. We had a really lovely day. I didn't buy anything. Oh, no, I did buy a pair of shoes. Which is very naughty. Might try and show you. Oh, my husband's saying you bought 2 pairs of shoes. Yeah, I did actually. I'll show you those tomorrow if I get a chance to. So we had a little bit of dinner, we came home, and my husband needed to go for a open water swim, so I've been out and spotted him while he was out swimming. So we've just got back and we're going to make some tea, but we're sitting in the last half an hour of sunshine that we've got in the garden in our summer house with a very cheeky glass of wine. So we're just going to sit and enjoy that and then make some tea. Hiya, so it's Tuesday today and it's about 3:15. I've been at work today and I've got home really early, which is really lovely. I'm just going to chill for a little bit now. I might do a little bit of sewing, I'm not quite sure. I haven't actually managed to do any this week, which is a bit sad. But we've had some really nice fun things to do, so it's absolutely fine. But yeah, I've managed to get home early, but I'm going for a bike ride with my husband and a friend of mine at 5 o'clock today. So we're going to go out and do sort of a loop of this area that we do sometimes, and try and do that, so that'll be good. I have had on today my Tilly and the Buttons Joni dress, which I have made. It's from the stretch book that Tilly brought out, and it is a really lovely dress. It's got a crossover sort of section here which sort of all twists up. You've got different option for the sleeves. I've gone for the fitted sleeves. It kind of comes up into the bust area where the twist is, but it has a seam here which then creates like a fit and flare sort of skirt. So this is sort of a skater sort of style skirt. It's really nice and light and floaty. I've made it out of this gorgeous fabric that I got from Minerva.com, which is a viscose jersey, and this is the sort of crossover twist section that is around the bust. I really like this dress. It was a dress that I was a bit sort of unsure about. I'd seen some pictures of it and was like, I'm just not sure if it's me or not, but I just thought, I'm going to give it a go. But I absolutely love it, and I think it's a style that really suits me. It sort of suits my body shape. I quite like the V-neck. I like the fact that it's sort of fitted around the top and then sort of flares out and it's nice and floaty. I think I would like to try it with the floatier sleeves as well, but I wasn't sure, you know, when I was making it, which sleeves to go for, and this just seemed the most sensible for me because I might wear it with a cardigan over or something like that. So yeah, really like this dress, and I definitely would like to make some more. So this is definitely a winner for me. I actually made it just before Christmas, and I wore it on Christmas Day as a really comfy Christmas dress because it's nice and sort of light and loose around the tummy area. It didn't matter how many mince pies and Christmas puddings that you ate. So that's me for today. I'm not going to share any more today, but I'll come back tomorrow because I think I'm having a day off tomorrow, and I will come back and share a few bits and pieces with you then. Bye. Hiya, so it's Wednesday today and I've got the day off today. It's about midday, we've just had our dinner and we've had quite a chilled morning really. Amy's had a driving lesson, my other daughter's been doing some revision, and John and I have just been doing a bit of clearing up and sort of making the beds, doing a bit of washing, you know, really exciting stuff as you do when you have to do those things. Anyway, today I have got on a Tilly and the Buttons Coco dress. Now this is a dress that I really ummed and ahed about, and I was really unsure of whether it was something that I wanted to do, and then I think I saw a version of it on Instagram. I can't even remember who it was, and I just suddenly thought, oh, actually, yeah, I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to have it. I've never made it as a top, and I think actually I'd quite like to make it as a top. And it also comes with a version where it has like a funnel neck sort of going around, and I've never made that either, and I think possibly I'd quite like to have a go at doing that. But I've got a dress version on today, and I've got it in this really gorgeous fabric. It's better to see it up close. It doesn't, you know, can't really see it so well back here, but it's this cotton jersey. It's sort of mainly a white background and like a dark grey, and then it's got these little spots of teal and plum and turquoise and cerise pink, and it's just a really nice dress. So it's sort of it's quite short, but that doesn't bother me. It's sort of fairly warmish weather at the moment. I've got 3/4 length sleeves. It's not really hot, so this seems like a sort of perfect dress to wear. And obviously I have on my sexy slippers that I always seem to wear. I just really like the shape of it. I think it's lovely. Now, I can't remember what size I made in this, but I do remember that I made it originally in the size that I should have been, and I had to take it in loads, and then I sized down when I made this one. So I'm pretty sure I come up in a size 4 in Tilly and the Buttons, so I think that I possibly made this in a size 3. I'm not 100% sure. I'll make sure I write it in the description below so you can have a little look. This fabric, I can't remember if I just said, is from Sew Your Own Wardrobe in Leicester, and I just love it. It's just a really lovely fabric, and I've got enough left over that I've actually cut out a little vest top and a pair of pants to sew up, and they've been in a project bag for months, in fact probably over a year, and I really must sew them up because I think that would be a really nice sort of either a vest to wear with jeans and things sort of in the summer, or shorts or a little skirt and what have you, and obviously pants to wear whenever. Or if I don't want to wear the vest top as something I wear outside, then the whole set could be quite a nice little sort of bedtime set, because that feels quite comfortable for me wearing that to bed at night. So that's what I'm wearing today, and in a moment John and Amy and Ellen and I are all going to go for a bike ride. We're going to go to a place called Burrator, which is the reservoir for this area, and we're going to go and have a cycle around. It's on Dartmoor, and there's normally some really nice things to see. It's not going to be a mad, like big bike ride. I think it's only 4 miles, just the one loop, so we'll probably only go around once anyway, but I'll see if I can try and share a little bit of it with you if I have a chance to. Obviously I'm riding a bike and with a phone at the same time, I'm not sure if that'll work, but I'll see what I can do. There's normally some really lovely ponies up there, and there's some cute cows and sheep so I'll try and share that. Then when we get home tonight, we have just going to make our evening meal. John's obviously got the day off again today, and then it's the sewing bee tonight. So that's really great, really excited for that. So I'm just going to chill for the rest of the evening. I have got loads of my knitting done as well, so I am on the last sleeve of my cardigan, so I might try and share a little bit of that with you later on as well and show you what I'm doing. I promised somebody on one of my last videos that I'd try and show you how I do the colour change, so I'll try and do that when I do some knitting later on tonight. So that's it for the moment. I'll see you in a bit. Bye. So we've just finished our bike ride, and I just thought I'd show you the reservoir where we've sort of stopped and parked. We've just stopped and had an ice cream. It's a really, really lovely place. Lots of people walking around, walking their dogs, just walking their families around. People with little children on little bicycles, and obviously we've just had a little bike ride around. It's just really lovely, really nice place to come. And yeah, so finished it off with an ice cream, which was lovely. Hiya. After I recorded all of my week video, I realised that I had not put in the little knitting bit that I said that I was going to do. So I have my knitting here, and I'm going to try as hard as I can to video what it is that I do when I do my colour change, so I really hope that helps. Okay, so when I'm doing colour change on my knitting, and you have to bear in mind I am quite a beginner knitter, so I don't do continental knitting. I do literally hold one of pieces of the yarn and then I drop it and then I take the other one. But I wanted to try and show you as carefully as I possibly could, and hopefully this will come up on the screen of how I do my colour change. So I always catch my floats on every third stitch. So the pattern that I'm doing at the moment, I need to do 4 stitches in the cream. So I'm doing 1, 2, and then on the third stitch I'm putting my grey thread over, then my cream thread, and then bringing the grey thread back and then carrying on with the knits. That's the third stitch, 4th, and then I need to do my grey stitch, just 1 of those, and then another 4 of the cream. So 1, 2, and then on the third one I'm bringing that grey over, then the cream over and back, and then onto the 4th stitch. Then I need to do 7 stitches of the grey, so I'm just pushing that cream out of the way, and I'm doing 1, 2, 3, and on the third one I bring the cream over and the grey over, bring the cream back, and then carry on knitting as normal. So that's 3 stitches, 4, 5, whoops, and then 6. So on the third one I bring it over, the grey over, bring it back like that, and then 7. And then as you can see on the back of the knitting, what it's doing is it's not creating great big long lines between each of the colour changes, so hopefully you can see that on there. So every third stitch I catch the float, or I think that's what the terminology is. So I'm going to carry on with this row. So this is a knit row, and then the next row is going to be purl, and I'll show you what I do with that. Okay, so that's my knit row done. So like I say, on the back it's all looking sort of quite neat, and then on the front you can see the pattern there. So now I'm going to do the purl row, and so this is going to be ever so slightly different in terms of how I catch the float. So like, if anybody is a really keen knitter, you'll obviously see that I am very, very slow, and I'm a little bit sort of cack-handed because I'm so unused to being able to knit, so I feel like I'm really learning. But for anybody else that's sort of new and feels like they're not very confident with it, hopefully you'll be able to see, well, if I can do it, then you can do it. So on the purl row I've got to do 6 stitches of purl, 7 of grey, 7 in the cream, and then 9 in the grey again. So 1, 2, 3, and on the third one I'm bringing the yarn around the needle and the grey around, the cream and the grey around, pulling the cream back, and then carry on knitting as I was before. So that's 3, 4, 5 and 6, bringing that cream around, and then I'm changing over to the cream. So 7 stitches of this, so 1, 2, 3, and in the third one I'm bringing my grey yarn around my needle and my cream, pulling the grey back out and away again, and knitting that cream. So that's 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So again, grey around, cream around, pulling the grey away, and knitting ordinarily with the cream again. 7, and then I'm going to change thread. So I'm moving my cream out of the way and grabbing hold of my grey. I really hope you can see this on the screen. I don't really know how to record this to be able to show you, so hopefully it's clear. So I've got to the end of that purl row, and as you can see, the pattern is on the front is growing really nicely, really neatly. And on the back we've caught the floats, if I can turn it around, every third stitch, so it's all sort of fairly neat, and hopefully no loops big enough that I'll catch my fingers through it when I'm putting my arms through the sleeves, because this is a sleeve that I'm knitting at the moment. Now I understand and realise if you watch people on YouTube doing knitting and knitting tutorials, I am mega slow and my technique is very basic. So I just wanted to share with you because somebody had asked me about how I change the colours over. That's how I do it, but I'm very new to knitting. Anyway, I'm going to pass you back now to the rest of the video. Hiya, so it's Thursday today and it's still half term, but unfortunately I do have to go to work. So I'm going to work today, my husband's going to work, and it's actually a really nice day. It said in the weather it wasn't going to be very nice, so I didn't feel so guilty about going to work when it wasn't such nice weather, but anyway, never mind. So today I've got on a new look 6176, I'm really sure that's the number, but again I'll put all the details in the description below of what I've got on. This is a dress that I made almost at the start of my sewing journey. It is an incredibly simple dress to make. It is so simple. And I made it out of a quilting cotton, which probably isn't the most ideal sort of fabric to make clothing out of, because obviously it sort of has quite a structure and it is a bit stiffer than ordinary fabric. But I think for this dress it works absolutely fine. I bought the fabric from Haberdashery Fabrics and More. It's just, it has actually got flowers on it. I don't know if you can see that, or leaves and flowers, but really tiny. And it's in this pinky reddy colour. And it is sort of just above my knees. It sort of comes in, I think it's got bust darts, it's got little optional pockets that you can put on here, which I did put on, but you can't see them, so it doesn't really make any difference. It's got quite a wide neckline, and it's got a really nice sort of thick band that goes across, and then it's just got an invisible zip that goes along the back. And then these little sleeves which have got a teeny tiny bit of sort of gathering at the top. And I just think it's a really nice dress. It's a really bright colour, which is not something I would ordinarily go for, sort of really comfortably, but I do absolutely love it. When I put it on, I think, oh, I feel quite nice in this today. So yeah, so I really would like to make another one of these. And when I got it out this morning, or I got it out last night ready to wear today, because all of my summer things are still underneath my bed. I've got one of those lift up beds, and I haven't taken any of my summer things out yet because it's been so cold. So I sort of went through and saw this and thought, oh yeah, I'll wear that tomorrow, that'd be really nice. But I don't know why I haven't made another one, so I would quite like to do that. I just don't know what kind of fabric I'd make, because I don't think I want to make it in a quilting cotton again. So yeah, I'm not quite sure. I'll have to have a little look on the back of the pattern and see what the fabric suggestions are. Maybe even a stretch cotton would be quite a nice idea, although that might change the fit of it. But that's what I've got on today. I really like it. I think it's quite nice for work. It's really just plain and simple. It's a dress. I don't have to match it up with anything. So yeah, it's really good. I have signed myself up to a running club, and tonight is my very first session, and I have to say I am so nervous. I really feel nervous about it, but do you know what, I'm just gonna go and give it a go. I'm really trying to run regularly, and I just keep kind of falling off the bandwagon, I don't know what you call it, but I just can't keep the momentum up. And I thought if I join something I might actually sort of keep it up and keep going. So yeah, I'm having my first session tonight, so wish me luck, because I'm very scared. I'm kind of hoping that actually the weather isn't that great, because I don't want it to be too hot when I'm there. Anyway, I will love you and leave you there, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye. Hiya, so it's still Thursday and I've finished work, I've come home, I've been to my running club, and it was actually all right. I felt like I was going to die whilst I was there, but actually it was really good, and I've come home and I've kind of gone, right, yes, I can take on the world again now. So I have just very quickly had my evening meal, which was really lovely and cooked by my youngest daughter, so that was really nice. And I'm now just popping out because I'm going to see my best friend, who I haven't properly seen for absolutely ages because of COVID, but now we can go and meet up, and we're going to go and have a coffee or a hot chocolate or something like that together, so I'm so excited. So I've just very quickly got changed. I've got on a really cheap vest top, just with an old denim skirt, and I've got it on with one of my latest makes, which is the Sew Over It Sorrento jacket, and I've made it out of a really fine needle cord, which is grey with these little flowers all over it. It's got some really nice details on it. It's got these really nice pockets, all the cuff details. I love the buttons that I used on it. The fabric is really inexpensive. I bought it from this place that I've talked about before called Trago Mills, and yeah, it was a little bit of fabric that I could use as a trial run, which was inexpensive and wasn't going to cost me a lot, just in case this didn't fit or anything. But I'm really pleased with it. I did sort of do all of the seams with a bit of bias binding, like this minty green or tealy green sort of colour, and yeah, I'm just really pleased with it. It's doing exactly what I wanted it to do. It's kind of like a lightweight jacket. It certainly is not going to keep me warm, so it is just something to chuck on over a vest top and skirt, or jeans or something like that I can wear when I go out and meet a friend or something like that, which is what I'm going to do. So that's me for today, so I will catch up with you again tomorrow. Bye. Hiya, so it's Friday today and I've got the day off, and it is an absolutely beautiful, gorgeous, sunshiny day, and yeah, it's just really lovely. I've had a little bit of a lazy morning. I haven't done an awful lot. I've just kind of chilled a bit. I've had a shower. I've sat out in the garden, had some strawberries with my daughters, which was really nice. I do need to do a few bits and pieces, so I would really like to get my May Makes video recorded, so I'm going to try and do that in a little bit. And also I've got a little bit of housework and bits and pieces that I'd like to do. Kind of want to get everything done so that tomorrow, being the weekend, we can maybe spend a little bit of time in the garden. My dad's given me some plants and things, and I still haven't put them in, and it'd be quite nice to do that. So yeah, that would be good if the house is all nice and tidy and cleared up, and I've got everything else that I need to get done. So today I have got on a top which I cannot remember what pattern it is, but I'm going to put it on the screen and I'm going to put the details of it in the description below. So this is a really lovely top. Oh, I'll move my chair out of the way. Really lovely top. I've made it in this gorgeous sort of crepe fabric, which I bought from Minerva.com about a year or so ago. I think it might have been 18 months ago. And it's cream with this navy blue spot, and it is just really lovely. It's a really nice weight. It's you know, really nice and drapey. I love this top. It's got a really nice sort of closure at the back. It's got sort of facings on the inside, seam down the middle, and then obviously sort of it does this tie up. The blouse has actually got a few different options with it, so you can do different style at the front, and you can do different styles at the sleeves, and I went for the style with the tie on the sleeve, which I really like. I just thought that was really nice. Like I say, I bought the exact opposite of this, or did I say? I can't remember if I did or not, but I bought the navy blue version of this fabric with the cream spot in it, and I made a pair of really floaty trousers, and it's really nice. I won't wear them together because I think that might look a bit funny, a bit silly, but I thought I would just share with you. I'm sat in my little sewing area, and I thought I would just share with you something that I've had as an addition. It wasn't something I purposely went out and got or anything like that, but one of my daughters has finished school recently, and they always have like little whiteboards with them, and they have a little whiteboard that they carry around in school with them, and they happen to just have a slightly bigger whiteboard that they then had at home, and she just doesn't need them anymore. And she said to me, do you want them? Because if not, I just need to kind of bin them or take them to a charity shop or something like that. And I was like, yes, I think I'll make use of that. So I thought I'd share with you what I've done. So with her slightly bigger whiteboard, what I've done is I've written a list, and it looks huge, I know, but I've gone through all of my projects that I really want to get finished this month, and also all of the projects that I've got as work in progress, so all sort of either cut out or semi-sewn, or yeah, just or maybe repairs or things like that. And I've written a great big long list down here. I've then sort of divided it up, and I've put up here, you know, what YouTube videos I'd like to get done, and this is sort of, you know, I want to get my sewing desk tidied up, and I want to add some items to my D-Stash account, which I set up like absolutely ages ago, and I still haven't added anything to my D-Stash account. And I've got a few sewing patterns that I need to get onto my computer, so I need to do that. And then I've got a few things on Instagram that I'd like to post, which I haven't posted yet. I keep making things and then forgetting to post them on Instagram, so I've sort of written them down as a bit of a reminder to do that. And then this bottom section here, I don't know if this is going to be coming up back to front on the screen, but anyway, on this bottom section here, I have over the course of the last few months bought a few of the Guthrie Garney Sewing Society kits, and a few of them I've made up, and a few of them I just haven't made at all. So when I get the kits, I unpack them just to have a quick look at them, but I don't actually wash all the fabric and everything. I keep them in their boxes so they're all nice and compact and together, so I've got all of the things together, and I keep them in my cupboard. And I just haven't done quite a few of them, and there's quite a few on here I'd really like to do. So I've written down a list of the ones that I've got there, which I'd like to incorporate in my sewing as I go over the next couple of months. And in fact, I might add some of these into my plans, sort of say, for instance, for June, I might sort of say, right, I'm going to make one of these in my June plans or something like that. So that's really, really great. And I've already ticked off a couple of things. I have got a few bits and pieces in there. I've got a few friends who've asked me to do things like shorten trousers and take in dresses and things like that, which I know it's never fun, but you know, you kind of do it, don't you? So yeah, I've got a few of those to add to my list. And I think if I get all my housework and bits and pieces done and I'm sort of quiet tonight, I might actually go through a couple of those really boring sewing projects and just get those done. So that would be really good. So I've got that whiteboard. And then this is the small one that, oh, sorry, I forgot to say also, the whiteboard obviously came with some kind of magnetic like little things, and the cover for those have fallen off, but she just had one little magnet left here. So I know it sounds silly, but I thought I'd kind of do a bit of a, when I'm working on something, the next time I want to you know, when I decide on what project I'm going to do next, I'm just going to sort of like put that next to the project. I don't know whether that's a bit silly, but anyway, I thought that was a bit me trying to be organised. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So that was the first whiteboard. The second whiteboard, I've done pretty much exactly the same. So this is a smaller one, but I've just put down there all of the knitting projects that I have actually either bought the yarn for, or I've bought a pattern, or you know, I've got there that I'd really, really like to make. So I've written down those. Obviously, I'm a very slow knitter, so this is going to take me a very, very long time. But I've just written them down because I thought it'd be good to have them there right beside me, you know, in my vision to remind me of what I'm making and what I would like to make. So that's the knitting one. And then I've got this other little whiteboard. It's a bit whiteboard city here today. But my sewing area is right next to a radiator, which I haven't got a cover on, so it's just a metal radiator. So obviously it is magnetic, and I had this really old whiteboard, which I don't actually know where I got it from, but this wasn't one of the girls, it's just hanging around in our cupboards, but it has magnets on the back, so I can just sort of pin it to there. And it's a bit faded now, but it has sort of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I just thought, I wonder, and I don't know if this is going to actually happen, but it might be quite nice to kind of, over the weekend, sort of think, right, okay, what project am I going to work on this week, and what can I try and aim to do? And I'm not sort of talking about Monday, I'm going to sew a whole pair of trousers. Tuesday, I'm going to sew a whole shirt. I'm talking about breaking it down and sort of going, okay, I really want to make those trousers, but I haven't washed the fabric yet. Okay, Monday, just make sure the fabric's washed. Tuesday, trace the pattern out. You know, Wednesday, maybe cut the pattern out, you know, that kind of thing. So sort of break it down into manageable chunks, which I've sort of done before on one of my sew-alongs. I always try and break it down so each section isn't just, right, now you've got to do the sleeves. Actually sort of break it down into well, you've got to pin the sleeves first, and then you can sew the sleeves, and then maybe you're overlocking the sleeves. And I find that sort of just helps me and makes me feel like I've achieved something, even if it's just those small little things. So I might be using this, I'm not quite sure, but I'll let you know how I get on with that. So that's my day today. I'm not going to sort of take you through more of my day really. I am going swimming tonight. I did my running club, which I think I spoke about yesterday anyway. I did my running club yesterday, which was really, really great, but they also do a swimming thing, and I'm going to go to that tonight. I used to do such a lot of sport. I used to do triathlon, so I used to swim and bike and run all the time, and I just really kind of stopped. I just got to a point where I just didn't enjoy it anymore, and I really want to do it again, but not quite at the intensity that I used to. So I'm kind of trying to do just a few bits just to keep me going, keep me in there, and I'm going to go and do my swim tonight. But I haven't swum. Well, first of all the pools have been shut because of COVID, but I haven't swum for absolutely ages. It's probably nearly 2 years, so I'm quite nervous, but it's sort of a beginners to medium sort of club, so I'm hoping I'll be just about okay. I'll put myself in the slow lane and then see how I get on. But yeah, so that's my day today. I'm going to get on now and record my May mix video, so I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hiya, so it's Saturday today, and it's the last week of my 1 week Me Made June, and it's actually quite late in the day now. It's nearly 5 o'clock. I forgot to record earlier on today. I've had a really, really busy day. We've had lots of running around to do, had some shopping to do, we had to go to a pet store and get some pet food, we've had to deliver some birthday presents and birthday cards and things to some friends. So yeah, just been a lot of running around and bits and pieces to do. Had a bit of a late start to the morning. One of my daughters was out till quite late, and I went and picked her up, and I felt a bit sleepy this morning. So today I have got on my new look 6446 jumpsuit that I made in collaboration with Karen from So Little Time. It's one of my favourite things that I've made recently, and it is made out of a fabric that I bought from I received in my So Hayley Jane box. So I did buy it, but it comes as like a surprise every month, which is really, really great. So it's in this viscose fabric, which is navy blue with these little lilac leaves and green minty sort of flowers on them. And I made it in an extended length. Don't think you're going to be able to see from there, but I basically made it with the legs so that it came right down to the floor, whereas the actual version it comes as either a romper sort of short, or it comes as sort of 3/4 length, so just below your knee. But I didn't really like that look, and I wanted to extend it and just make it really, really long. I just love this jumpsuit. I really think it's lovely. I think it's really comfortable, and since having made it last year when it all went a little bit wrong, I didn't think I was ever going to make it again. And with Karen's persuasion, as I've said on some of my previous videos, I've made it again, and I've fallen in love with it, and made it the right size and made the appropriate adjustments and things, so it's all good. I quite fancy making it again in some different colours, or maybe a plain fabric, or I'm thinking I have a lot of blues, and I'm thinking maybe something pinky reddy. That would be really nice, something like that. Don't know, maybe. So for the rest of the day, I think my husband's just gone shopping. He's very kindly gone to do the Tesco shop, which is really, really nice. I am going to do a little bit of sewing, but nothing very exciting. I've still got some of these trousers and things that I need to take up for some people, so I'm just going to get that done and get it out of the way. And then I think we intend to watch a film a bit later tonight, so I think that's what we're going to do. So I don't think I'm going to be sharing much more of my day or week with you now, so I think I will leave it there. I really hope that you've enjoyed sharing my week. I hope you've all had a good week, so I will see you all again soon. You take care. Bye.